Long before demons appeared in horror movies and dark legends spread across the internet, ancient civilizations feared something far more terrifying. Beings that once stood beside God himself and then rebelled against heaven. They were known as the fallen angels. Their story exists at the crossroads of religion, mythology, forbidden knowledge, and humanity's deepest fears. Ancient texts describe celestial beings cast out from heaven after defying divine order. Some traditions portray them as tempters who corrupted mankind. Others claim they descended to Earth carrying forbidden knowledge that changed civilization forever. But who were the fallen angels really? Were they symbolic figures representing evil and rebellion? Ancient gods transformed into demons by later religions? Or could these terrifying stories preserve fragments of something far older and stranger than humanity fully understands? The mystery begins before humanity itself. According to religious tradition, angels were created as powerful spiritual beings serving God in heaven. They were not human. They did not age or die. They existed beyond the physical world, carrying out divine will across creation. Among them, one angel stood above the rest. His name was Lucifer. Ancient descriptions portray Lucifer as beautiful, radiant, and immensely powerful, often associated with light itself. Some interpretations describe him as heaven's greatest angel before his fall. But pride consumed him. He desired not merely to serve God, but to become equal to him. And so rebellion began in heaven itself. According to tradition, Lucifer convinced other angels to join him in revolt. War erupted in the heavens between loyal angels and those who followed Lucifer's rebellion. Eventually, the rebels were defeated and cast out from heaven forever. Lucifer became Satan, and the angels who fell with him became the fallen angels. It is one of the most famous stories in religious history. Yet the strange thing is this. The Bible itself contains surprisingly little detailed information about the rebellion. Much of the imagery people associate with fallen angels actually comes from later writings, ancient Jewish texts, Christian traditions, medieval literature, and apocryphal books excluded from official scripture. One of the most mysterious sources is the Book of Enoch, though not included in most biblical canons. The Book of Enoch deeply influenced ancient beliefs about angels and demons. It tells a far darker story than many people realize. According to Enoch, a group of angels known as the Watchers descended to earth long before the Great Flood. Unlike Lucifer's rebellion in heaven, these beings became obsessed with humanity itself. They took human women as wives. They taught mankind forbidden knowledge. And they created monstrous hybrid offspring known as the Nephilim. The descriptions are disturbing. The Watchers allegedly taught humans warfare, weapon making, sorcery, astrology, secret sciences, and hidden arts that humanity was never meant to possess. Civilization advanced rapidly, but so did violence, corruption, and chaos. Some ancient writers believed the fallen angels were directly responsible for humanity's moral collapse before the flood of Noah. To modern readers, these stories sound almost mythical. Yet what makes them fascinating is how similar themes appear across multiple ancient cultures. Throughout the ancient world, civilizations told stories about divine beings descending from the heavens and sharing forbidden knowledge with humans. The Sumerians spoke of the Anunnaki. Greek mythology described the Titans and Prometheus giving knowledge to mankind. Ancient Mesopotamian texts told of semi-divine beings teaching civilization. Even in later occult traditions, fallen angels became associated with hidden wisdom and dangerous enlightenment. This repetition raises unsettling questions. Why did so many ancient civilizations describe heavenly beings descending to Earth? And why were they so often connected to forbidden knowledge? Some historians believe these stories symbolized humanity's fear of uncontrolled technological or spiritual advancement. Others argue they were moral warnings about pride, temptation, and rebellion against divine order. But fringe theories push the mystery much further. Certain writers speculate that fallen angels may have been misunderstood ancient beings interpreted through religious language. Some connect them to extraterrestrials. Others suggest they represent remnants of forgotten civilizations whose advanced knowledge appeared supernatural to ancient humans. Mainstream historians reject such theories entirely. Yet the fascination remains, because the idea of forbidden knowledge is deeply embedded within human psychology. And yet, certain truths, the stories warning that certain truths are dangerous, truths capable of corrupting those who seek them. And the fallen angels became the ultimate symbol of that danger. Even their appearance transformed throughout history. Early biblical angels were often terrifying rather than beautiful. Ancient descriptions included beings covered in eyes, creatures with multiple wings, and entities so overwhelming that humans collapsed in fear upon seeing them. Over time, art and literature reshaped angels into more human-like forms. Fallen angels in particular became associated with tragic beauty, powerful beings destroyed by pride. Ambition or forbidden desire. No fallen angel embodies this image more than Lucifer himself. Ironically, many modern portrayals make Lucifer appear sympathetic. Rather than pure evil, he is often shown as a rebel questioning authority or seeking freedom. This interpretation became especially influential after John Milton's epic poem, Paradise Lost, which portrayed Satan as charismatic, intelligent, and defiant. Some readers even considered him the most compelling character in the story. That shift deeply affected Western culture. The fallen angel stopped being merely a monster. He became a symbol of rebellion itself. And perhaps that is why the legend still survives so powerfully today. Because the story of fallen angels is ultimately about humanity's oldest temptation, the desire to transcend limits, to possess forbidden knowledge, to challenge authority, to become something greater. Ancient people feared that desire because they believed it led directly to destruction. In many traditions, the fallen angels were not evil simply because they rebelled. They were evil because they corrupted humanity along the way. They blurred the boundary between divine and human. And once that boundary was broken, chaos followed. Some religious scholars believe the fallen angels should never be interpreted literally at all. Instead, they represent internal human struggles: pride, greed, lust, violence, and the dangerous pursuit of power without wisdom. Others believe the beings described in ancient texts were absolutely real spiritual entities interacting with humanity throughout history. And then there are those who wonder whether the truth may lie somewhere in between. Because ancient myths often preserve fragments of reality buried beneath symbolism and storytelling. Flood legends appeared across civilizations long before modern archaeology discovered evidence of ancient catastrophic floods. Stories once dismissed as pure fantasy sometimes contain echoes of real historical memories. Could the same be true for fallen angels? Perhaps ancient people witnessed rulers, invaders, or mysterious groups whose knowledge seemed supernatural. Over generations, memories transformed into legends about heavenly beings descending to earth. Or perhaps humanity simply created these stories to explain the darkness within itself. After all, few ideas are more terrifying than the possibility that evil did not begin on earth, but descended from above. Even today, belief in fallen angels remains widespread across religions, occult traditions, conspiracy theories, and popular culture. Movies, books, 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 cooks, moodness, and documentaries continue exploring the mystery because the imagery is unforgettable. Celestial beings cast out from heaven, wandering between worlds, carrying forbidden knowledge and eternal resentment. And somewhere within those ancient stories lies a deeper fear that has haunted humanity for thousands of years. The fear that enlightenment and destruction sometimes arrive together. That knowledge can corrupt as easily as it can liberate. And that the beings ancient civilizations called fallen angels may not merely represent monsters lurking in darkness, but the eternal human temptation to reach beyond limits that perhaps were never meant to be crossed.